Have you ever noticed that despite always being polite and respectful, some people seem to treat you with constant dislike? You might encounter cold stares or distant behavior, or even feel that others avoid you for no apparent reason. This raises the question, why do some people dislike you seemingly without reason? This video explores 9 hidden reasons, often rooted in deep psychological dynamics, why others might harbor hidden hostility towards you. These reasons aren't always obvious at first glance. They can affect your relationships, even with the most neutral or seemingly friendly people. It's important to realize that hatred isn't always caused by major events or open conflicts. Often, subtle and complex emotional processes beyond our control slowly seep in. Our goal is to clarify these processes and show that these situations may not originate from you. A fundamental principle teaches us that while we can't control others' emotions or actions, we can manage our own reactions. Understanding the mechanisms of hatred allows us to develop emotional resilience and stand firm against others' negative emotions. Are you ready to embark on this journey? Stay with us until the end, and we'll offer new perspectives that can transform how you handle even the most challenging relationships. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to the Mindful Sphere channel so you never miss our next insights on wisdom and spirituality. Let's dive right in. First reason, success can threaten some. When you achieve visible success, you position yourself as a successful individual in the eyes of those around you. However, this can create feelings of insecurity or jealousy in others who see themselves as less successful or feel overshadowed by you. At times, your achievements may be perceived as a threat to their personal self-esteem, leading to fears of being seen as unworthy or less capable. Instead of feeling inspired, these individuals might downplay or ignore your accomplishments as a defense mechanism to protect their own sense of self. This can foster deep-seated resentment and a sense of competition as they view you as a competitor rather than a source of inspiration. Consequently, hidden hostilities may emerge, causing tension and conflict in your relationships. Second reason, authenticity and independence. Being authentic and independent means following your own unique path, which can sometimes deviate from the usual conventions. This can be especially challenging for people seeking external validation. Because your originality can be seen as a criticism that questions their usual way of life, it can make them deeply uncomfortable. On the other hand, your independence poses a challenge to those who prefer to act according to external expectations. This stark contrast causes some people to perceive your presence as a threat to their inner insecurities, which in turn creates anger and resentment. Your freedom highlights their limited mindset and fear of leaving their comfort zone. This forces those deeply entrenched in their habits to reevaluate their sense of self. Being at peace with your own authenticity triggers their need to transcend their personal boundaries and develop themselves. This process can change the dynamics in relationships and reveal hidden hostilities that can lead to conflicts. Third reason, fear of abandonment or change. Being loved and respected by many can trigger in some a fear of being overshadowed or having their position filled by someone else. For those who find their own roles or values insufficient, the attention and public acclaim of someone else can become a cause for anxiety and dissatisfaction. This is particularly pronounced in people who fear losing their own significance. At times when these individuals feel excluded and inadequate, they may subconsciously develop a hidden sense of competition and jealousy as a defense mechanism against the lack of appreciation and concerns of exclusion. These feelings can lead to tensions not only in personal relationships, but also in work and social environments, disrupting interpersonal dynamics and causing long-term conflicts. Fourth reason, overcoming own obstacles and negative projection. Most people struggle with fears and insecurities that hold them back. Because of their own fears of failure, they may feel resentment and disappointment when they see the successes of those around them. Instead of seeing the obstacles in their own inner world, they project their negative feelings onto others. You can be the mirror through which they recognize their own shortcomings, which causes them to project their frustrations onto you. The anger and restlessness they feel is actually a reflection of their inability to accept their own personal limitations and unresolved issues. Fifth reason, energy or lifestyle differences. Your lifestyle, i.e., your energy and enthusiasm, can be uncomfortable for those who live a quieter life or prefer to maintain their privacy. Over time, this difference in energy can create an emotional distance and develop into a subtle resentment. People who feel inferior or different compared to you may develop a kind of hostility to manage these feelings. This kind of hatred arises from the discomfort of having a very different way of life from yours. Sixth reason, lack of control and resistance to change. As a person offering innovative ideas or suggesting changes, you can cause anxiety, especially to people who prefer stability and are uncomfortable with the thought of losing control. For many people, change means not only uncertainty, but also a challenge to their habitual lifestyles and routines. This is particularly unsettling for those who are firmly rooted in their routines, as any newness can be perceived as a threat to their personal and professional balance. Your predisposition to change may be met with latent hostility by these people. They see your innovations and changes not as a potential growth opportunity, but as a threat to their existing stability. This can lead them to resist your ideas and suggestions and even label you as an unstable factor in their social or professional environment. Seventh reason, desperation and social envy. For some people, seeing the prestige or opportunities that you have can evoke feelings of powerlessness and social envy. It is not what you do that is important here, but what you represent. You are a symbol of possibilities that they think are beyond their reach. Because your presence is a constant reminder of the shortcomings and injustices in their own lives, your success can make them feel excluded or unworthy, which can trigger feelings of hatred. Eighth reason, intrinsic inadequacy and need for approval. Some people constantly seek external validation to feel worthy. When they see someone like you, who is confident and lives in a serene way without needing the approval of others, it can trigger feelings of inadequacy in them. Those who seek to reinforce their own values through the approval of others will see your independence as a source of discomfort. Your self-confidence can feel like a threat to their insecurities, and this can turn into jealousy or even hatred, as your attitude forces them to confront their own vulnerability. Ninth reason, pain and accumulated resentment. Some people carry emotional baggage, such as resentments and disappointments, that they have accumulated throughout their lives, and these feelings are often unresolved. You, through no fault of your own, can be a target for these pent-up emotions to be released. Their resentment is not caused by your behavior. Instead, it is the result of long-term negative experiences that have left emotional scars. Everything you say or do, even if innocent, can cause an exaggerated reaction because it is seen as a new trigger that unleashes their unresolved resentment. What about you? Have you ever felt hostility or resentment from someone for no reason? It is important to understand that such feelings are often caused by personal issues that have nothing to do with you. We learn not to let the hatred of others disturb our peace. While we cannot control the reactions or emotions of others, we can manage our own reactions with calmness, resilience, and most importantly, honesty. Understanding these hidden causes allows us to stay calm, look beyond superficial reactions, and continue to live with authenticity and confidence. Share with us if you have been in similar situations or how you have dealt with difficult relationships in the past. We hope you found this content valuable. Subscribe to the Mindful Sphere channel so you never miss our next insights on wisdom and spirituality. If you found this helpful, please share it with others who might benefit. Thank you for joining us on this journey. See you in the next episode.